Let's more breaking news right now coming in. Air sirens in Firozpur have been witnessed. This is, of course, part of the security drill. Let's listen in.
बड़ा important एक लोकेशन है भारत पाकिस्तान के बॉर्डर के ऊपर. आप सुन सकते हैं कि एक बड़ा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सायरन जो है जिसकी 5 किलोमीटर तक आवाज जा रही है, ये लगाया गया है. एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने फैसला किया था कि आज इसको बजाया जाएगा. 7 से लेकर 7:15 तक इसको बजाया जाएगा बीच बीच में, ताकि कल जो है कल कताई ना हो. कल 9 बजे से लेकर 9:30 बजे तक पूरे फिरोजपुर में ब्लैकआउट रहेगा, ड्रिल्स रहेंगी. लेकिन यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कल जैसे MHA की गाइडलाइन है कि 7 मई को पूरी जगह पर पूरे देश में मॉक ड्रिल्स हों. यहाँ फिरोजपुर बॉर्डर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में जो सायरन्स हैं वो टेस्ट किए जा रहे हैं, टेस्ट सायरन्स किए जा रहे हैं. और ये डेफिनेटली एक सिचुएशन
Air sirens blaring in Firozpur, Punjab. It's one of the districts that has been put on high alert where these mock security civil defense drills are being carried out. All of this, of course, is an exercise for the mock drill which is to actually take place tomorrow. But for many in India, one would recall 50 years ago when sirens blared, where the Indo-Pak War in 1971 was concerned. So we hark back to about 53 years ago. And that would be a memory for some in India today, where this mock drill, right now, this is a mock for the mock drill that is going to take place tomorrow. So preparations for that mock drill that is going to take place tomorrow, the 7th of May. India clearly getting war ready, viewers. But is India anywhere close to a war? We don't want to sound alarmist. This is not an attempt to spread panic. But what many suggest is that the last time India witnessed any of the standard operating wartime protocol was in the year 1971. And this is practically the apt time, if at all we see a retaliatory response from Pakistan, that especially the civilians should be ready for it. And that's exactly what you see unfold. There, I'm sure, a sense of apprehension. We don't want to spread panic. India is not going to war, but all of these are measures in place to be war ready. I want to connect right now to my colleague Gaurav Sawant, managing editor in the studio with me, is also senior journalist Sandeep Unithan. Gaurav, I would reckon the last time sirens blared across India was in the year 1971, over 50 years ago. All of this, we are preparing, we are getting war ready. That doesn't really mean we are going to war.
So there's a saying in the Indian Air Force, the more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. This is learning how to operate in a war-like situation, because civilians must know what they need to do. Soldiers know there are drills that they follow. There are standard operating procedures for soldiers to follow. These are standard operating procedures for civilians that they will hear of for the first time. The moment you hear the siren, where do you head to? The nearest if there's a bunker in that area, if there's a metro station, head to that underground metro station. If there's a multi-storied building, head to the basement. That is how you're safe. If none of that's available, go to any place where you can keep yourself safe, from shrapnel. Often what the Pakistanis do, or in what is done in war, is use an air burst that, a bomb explodes in the air and thousands of red hot pieces of metal come flying down at amazing velocity, hundreds of kilometers per hour. And if they pierce your shoulder, your hand's blown off. If they pierce your head, unfortunately, you could be killed. So you should know where to cover yourself, where to hide till the time an all-clear air raid siren goes.
Once again, I want to underline that. This is not an attempt to spread panic. This is not, we're not being alarmist at all. But there are generations in this country, Sandeep, that haven't really seen a war-like situation where India is concerned. The last time, and we can't reiterate enough, that sirens blared, blackouts happened, people looked for shelter, was in the year 1971. So all of this is just standard operating procedure if we ever enter a situation like this.
Absolutely, Preeti. And, let's not forget that military people are trained, they're drilled, they know the drill, they know the SOPs, they know what to do if there's a airburst, as Gaurav mentioned, or if there's an air raid, they know how to take cover. But civilians don't know to do that. And as you said, it's been 50 years since Indian civilians have done these drills, at least in these large numbers. So what I call this is preparing themselves for any kind of eventuality. I would call it panic inoculation, Preeti. I mean, you're inoculating the general public, especially in those 240 odd districts. You're inoculating them against panic. So if, in case, God forbid, if there is an attack of this kind, let's not forget that we're facing a very unpredictable enemy. If there is an attack, if there's an air bust, if there's a missile attack, an air raid, any of that, the civilians, at least in all of these designated districts, know exactly what to do. They know the drill, they know how to take cover, they know which air raid shelter to go into, which bunker to go into, how to keep themselves safe, and most importantly, prevent panic.
And that's exactly, why these exercises are being followed across the country. Tomorrow is going to be a mock drill in various districts of the country across all states, viewers. This is just in preparation that we are war ready. We are definitely not in a war situation just yet or anywhere close to it.